Good day to you all. My name is Sally Chauke. I'm a student from the University of Johannesburg in South Africa. I'm currently doing my master's, and my presentation is on the effects of employee turnover on employee performance in the South African construction industry. Introduction. International and local companies are faced with the challenge of employee turnover, which possesses a more significant threat to the workforce, industry, and economic development. Turnover is arguably a process whereby many employees leave an organization in a certain period. Improving employees' performance is key to success in delivering completed projects on schedule. Employee turnover can be defined as a stage where an employee stops being a member of an organization. To clearly understand the turnover concept, there are different types of turnover that need to be discussed. Involuntary turnover. In this case, the turnover occurs due to restructuring the company, or the employee's performance does not meet the standard set expectations. It can also be referred to as trimming staff or downsizing. Discharged turnover refers to a process of relieving relieving an individual employee of their duties based on unacceptable, unethical behavior and job performance problems. Voluntary turnover. In this case of turnover, employees choose to quit, or turnover instances are initiated by employees' choice to leave the organization. Avoidable turnover. The circumstances leading to a turnover are avoidable. Unavoidable turnover. Unavoidable turnover. It's an unavoidable turnover. Unavoidable turnover is caused by circumstances beyond an employee's control, such as employee's death or disability due to tragedy or relocating. Turnover can have a positive or a negative effect on the organization. The organization benefits when a low-performing employee leaves. It is beneficial for the organization when new employees join the organization as they bring new ideas. In the process, enrich the organizational others' activities. Turnover allows organization to redesign and enrich jobs. New employees are often more productive, and this has the potential of improving performance. Turnover puts too much strain. Turnover can put too much strain on organizational daily functions or activities and impacts human organizational capital. There are several causes of employee turnover in an organization. Some of the causes of employee turnover. Poor remuneration. Poor remuneration is a significant cause of high employee turnover. Employees who are engaged in a low wage position with inadequate benefits may not be motivated to continue if the employee gets a slightly higher pay rate somewhere else. Lack of career progression. When there is no career prospect in the organization, employees turnover increases. Many employees are longing to grow in their careers, which is respectively more important than the remuneration. Job dissatisfaction. Employees with preeminent job satisfaction have positive attitude towards the job, but those with negative attitude are often absent. Employee job satisfaction effects include employee increased productivity and efficiency. Work environment. It is important to ensure that the work environment is hazard-free and safe for employee to work. It motivates employees and improves efficiency. But when the work environment is not favorable to the employee's health and safety or does not meet the employee's expectation, employees can decide to leave. Effects of employee turnover on performance. Employee turnover is significant due to the adverse effects on the operation and organizational performance. Employee turnover creates greater chances of promotion from lower rankings, motivating employees and increasing organizational performance. An organization acquires costs when replacing new employees who have left the organization by training new employees. Training must be carried out for new employees to ensure that new employees can effectively perform their work. There is a loss of input, decreased business profitability, increased training costs of recruiting new employees, and deterioration in service quality as the effects of employee turnover on organizational performance and employee performance. Employees are put under immense mental pressure to perform. Therefore, if employee turnover is not appropriately managed, it would affect the organization adversely in terms of employee costs in the long run, it would affect its liquidity position. Strategies to minimize employee performance. Employee training is essential as it enforces the sense of value, ensures that employees have a clear understanding of their job requirements. There must be effective leadership to guide and lead employees in all the activities they perform, and it is imperative to have effective communication with employees. Research methodology. The study was conducted as a systemic review to understand the effects of employee turnover on employee performance. This study reviewed literature on causes of employee turnover, effects of employee turnover on performance, and the strategies to minimize employee turnover. The literature review was conducted from a collection of existing resources from the library, online journal articles, hard copy journal articles, textbooks, theses, dissertations, and conference paper published and unpublished on literature review. The literature was conducted from 24 resources, 13 journals, of which is 13 journals, 3 dissertations, and thesis, and 8 conference papers. Findings and discussion. An organization acquires costs when replacing employees who have left the organization. Training must be carried out for new employees to ensure that the new employee can effectively perform their work. Employee turnover may increase absenteeism, damage employee morale, and cause employees to make unnecessary mistakes due to high levels of stress. Literature review indicates that employee turnover is a major problem for organizations with high costs. Literature review also reveals a positive and a significant correlation between job satisfaction and employee turnover. Have said that doesn't exclude that satisfied employees are also prone to leave the organization. If there is greater job stress, employees tend to leave their job, increasing employee turnover. It is therefore important to implement the strategies that have been mentioned that can minimize employee turnover. Conclusion. Employees are the core of any business success. Therefore, employees need to be motivated. Employee turnover may be caused by the lack of opportunity for career growth, incentives, the work conditions. The causes of poor employee performance in the construction industry are many. Some of the elements are the unavailability of training for traders and technicians, inability to delegate responsibilities. Managers should study the cause of employee turnover and recommend the best approach to deal with and overcome the cause of employee turnover in the organization to be in the positive to retain employees. It is important that employees feel appreciated and should be recognized for their excellent work. Conclusion. Employees are the core of any business success. Therefore, employees need to be motivated. Employee turnover may be caused by the lack of opportunity for career growth, incentives, the work conditions. The causes of poor employee performance in the construction industry are many. Some of the elements are the unavailability of training for traders and technicians, inability to delegate responsibilities. Managers should study the cause of employee turnover and recommend the best approach to deal with and overcome the cause of employee turnover in the organization to be in the positive to retain employees. It is important that employees feel appreciated and should be recognized for their excellent work. These are the list of references that I used to compile this PowerPoint presentation. And this is the end of my PowerPoint presentation. Thank you so much. My apologies where I was not clear.